We're currently exploring a cave deep somewhere in Fiji. Check this out. Just had to crawl under this super small thing, just about crawl through it. Day number 2 of being in Fiji. Today we are going to the Naihehe caves, doing some exploring, going on a little bit of a 4-wheel drive tour, jumping on a jet boat to cross the river. But first things first, we've got to have some breakfast, so we're having some Wheat Bix bites and then getting on the drive. It's about an hour and a half drive down to Singatoka, which is just sort of south of where we're staying in Nandi. So we took the car down there and then took a bus to the spot where the river is. We had to cross the river on the jet boat, looking like an absolute bot there. And it was just a quick trip straight across the river, because most of the Fijians that have to cross this, they swim because it's such a long drive to get across the river to the bridge, get across there, and then we jump into the 4-wheel drive truck and go on a bit of a mission. As you can see, it was a nice old red Land Cruiser here, and we had some awesome tour guides. So Saddam was our tour guide here, and Fijians, they name their children sometimes after events and stuff that are going on. So he's named Saddam after Saddam Hussein when he was ruling, I think it was Kuwait. Actually, pretty cool trip up through the jungle here. Some beautiful scenery, super cloudy day and quite rainy, so certainly that to see, but not much sun. The Singatoka Valley is actually the main fruit bowl and veggie bowl of Fiji, so a large chunk of the fruit and vegetables in Fiji are grown here. Get back on the bus and heading up through the hills, and then we're just watching these young fellas swimming across the river to shift their goats. Apparently they give a bit of salt for the goats, and then the goats follow them to the next grazing spot. I don't know if they swim across the river or not, but it's rainy season here, so the rivers are going quite high. And then we had to jump into the cave. This is swallows and not actually bats out here at the moment. And it was pretty dark, so we all had headlights on, and we're looking at the stalactites and stalagmites formed by the dripping water from the roof as that calcifies over thousands of years. Big footprint on the side of the wall there, and heaps of cool like statues and, well, naturally formed statues and that sort of thing we're having a look at. And yeah, then we had a nice lunch, a traditional Fijian barbecue lunch there. So we had all kinds of things like breadfruit, some taro and that sort of stuff. And then we're also trying some kava for the first time, which was part of the ceremony that we had to get a blessing to enter the caves here. And here's me trying my first after Cyrilla and Martha. It just tasted kind of like water, kind of like earthy water, so not the greatest taste. Tried to tough it out. That was actually my second crack at trying it there, because I've got to film the first one and then having some nice sandwiches for lunch. Got some beef and some veggies and stuff there. Actually nice, beautiful, fresh pineapple as well. Cyrilla was pretty knackered on the drive home, so she was having a bit of a rest. Got a nice Fijian rugby singlet in the shop on the way back, and then was home to watch some Netflix, have some dinner and chill out for the rest of the day.